Yeah, but went well.
And welcome once again to the Mesilla Valley News Sports Podcast. Gino Aragon here with you live at the Amador Live Eatery and Entertainment area. I mean, we're right outside on the patio, the Broken Spoke, and of course we are going to be talking sports today. In fact, I got a couple of things that I wanted to bring up right away for this past weekend. Of course, we know, unfortunately, Abe Romero of the Oregon Knights passed away this weekend. And this past Monday, during the Las Cruces City Council meeting in honor of the Oregon Mountain High School senior football player, it was actually announced that September 22nd will be Abe Romero Day, which is fitting because he was number 22. Yeah, number 22. And, of course, his team has dedicated the remainder of their season to Abe, and they will wear helmets and with decals of his jersey number and his initials for the rest of the year. So rest in peace, Abe Romero. And, of course, Oregon started off the weekend on Thursday defeating the Gadsden Panthers 49-21. So that's a good start for the rest of their season there. Also, this was very good on Friday night this last week. 59 meetings, 3 playoff battles, 1 tie, and 2 perfectly even records. That's right. Las Cruces High School and, of course, the Mayfield Trojans going at it once again, the big Cruces-Mayfield rivalry. Friday night, Cruces wins their 7th straight win over Mayfield, and they tie up the overall record 29-29 and 1 tie.
Wow. How far back does that go?
That goes back to 87, 86, somewhere around in there. Yeah. So that was really, really good there. And, of course, Aggie Volleyball had a kind of a rough weekend at the Trojan Classic. They dropped their first 2 games, but they did beat UW Milwaukee on Saturday in 4 sets. And we had Coach Rob Bartz here last week, and his soccer team had a very defensive weekend. And, you know, people ask me a little bit why soccer is not necessarily one of my favorite things, but when you get a game that can end in a tie, it's frustrating. And actually, for Coach Bartz, it's a good thing because these were 2 really good teams in the conference. So they started off with a tie in both of their games. And Sunday's game was a little exciting because they ended up in a lightning delay, had to postpone the game. They were 3 minutes into the second half, postponed the game until 11 o'clock on Monday morning, and then ended up in a 1-1 tie. So 2 days, a lightning delay, and they ended up in a tie.
But think of the level of competitiveness both those teams bring to the field.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, of course, that is, that leaves them basically 0-0 and 2 for the conference play so far. And, of course, Monday Night Football, the Bills dominated 41-7, a blowout win over Tennessee. The Eagles were off to a 2-0 start. They beat Minnesota 24-7. Lots of interesting stuff that we'll get into, but we'll talk more about that when we get into our fantasy football stuff, which I'm definitely very excited to talk about. Number 1 in my division. I just want to throw that in there.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Two games. And, of course, you hear all of these voices that are in the background right here, and that is because we have, as always, Max out here from the Amador Live. How you doing, Max? How was your weekend?
Good to see you. Everything was pretty good here. We had the fight. We had the Canelo Triple G fight on the big screen. That went really well.
Yeah, I heard there are a lot of people here. It was really good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was something new, kind of original for the market. We hadn't tried that before, but we thought we would give it a go with the big screen and all the sound and lighting, and it was cool. It kind of felt like you were there a little bit.
I heard the crowd went wild when Canelo came out.
Oh yeah.
It was a lot. There's a lot of. Unfortunately, I think I was on a plane on my way back from Wisconsin at that time, but it was
a good crowd. I would say we were maybe just shy of 1,000. I would say.
Wow.
Between all the places put together, and the lawn was full, and then of course we had some DJs playing in and around the fight. And then we also had a really cool Norteño band to finish off the night.
Oh yeah.
And smooth, great weather. Couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, so. and you got a lot more events coming up here in the near future.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking about those. In particular, I believe it is this Sunday.
It
This
is
Sunday.
It is this
yeah.
Sunday. And that brings us to our second guest.
It's me.
It's me.
It's her.
It's me. It's Jennifer Garcia Kozlowski from Downtown Las Cruces Partnership.
Yeah, that's right. And Jennifer, we are talking Salsa Fest 2022.
We are so thrilled. This is our 12th annual Salsa Fest. We had to take off a couple years because of COVID, but we are back bigger and better than ever. And this year we have partnered up with Amador Live to bring the event to you from right here on the Amador patio.
Oh, and then this is, with the weather that we've been having lately, a little bit on the warm side. I'm not going to lie, for mid-September, but, it's gorgeous. I mean, look at it right now. I mean, we're outside. We're enjoying ourselves. It's actually kind of cool right now. And for Salsa Fest, we can't say that it's going to be cool because the whole idea behind salsa
Hot.
is to get hot.
That's
Right. And I understand we're going to have some margarita contests as well.
We will. We'll be having a best bartender contest, and they will be competing with the best margarita and the best Bloody Mary.
Yes. Yep.
At one point in time, I would have loved to be a judge for that.
I think we're going to try to work on crowd favorites. So
Oh, okay.
how
That'll
the
work.
crowd feels. That's
Give them
who's
a
gonna
piece
be
of paper.
winning.
Get them going, oh, that was good.
Or see how they raise the roof or how excited they get for what they're having. What cocktail they're having.
Of course, and we're gonna have some salsa dancing as well. It's been a while since I've taken my my dance classes at NMSU. But
So we definitely will have salsa dancing. We have a DJ that's coming down from northern New Mexico. He actually moved back down here, Mr. Viramontes, and he is going to be doing salsa music, some ranchetta, a whole bunch of really fun dance music for us. We will have a band later in the evening, and we actually have a ballet company troupe outside of just down here in downtown Las Cruces, and they'll be performing 3 pieces.
oh, that's awesome.
So
That's
we have
really
a lot of
really cool.
entertainment. And on top of that, we're going to be having some really great salsa for everyone to try out. We have about 10 different restaurants here in Las Cruces that will be competing for the best salsa. And that'll be the best hot salsa, the best green, and the best red. And Max's group over here will be entering the contest as well.
Oh, is Chef Mark in there?
Yeah. Chef Mark and Chef Enrique, they're putting something together. So we'll be in it. And, we have Latin Function, big local band. They're going to be closing out the evening from about 6 to 8, but everything kicks off at noon. We'll have food trucks, everything set up on the lawn, several vendors, and it's just going to be a great time. We're typically not open on a Sunday, but we're going to definitely have a good one.
Well,
Sunday.
Like I said, you cannot beat the atmosphere out here on the lawn, on the patio for the Amador Live. And if you haven't been out over here, you've definitely got to come over and check it out. Like I said, a lot of times, you get a place and they have a pretty cool place to kind of hang out, stuff like that. Here at the Amador, you've got the patio, you've got the Broken Spoke Tap House, you've got 575, you've got Amador Live, you've got what's upstairs?
Jack's.
Yeah. I haven't been up there yet, so it's going to be one of those things where you're always going to find something to enjoy yourself with. And I don't know if he's ready to talk about his weekend yet, but we're talking salsa right now.
He's got to work up
He's
to
got
it.
to work up to it. We're talking salsa right now, Kelly. We'll get to you later.
I've got to go study for the SATs.
Yeah.
Oh
At
my
least he's being
gosh.
honest. And come on, it's not a fantasy football league until you talk some smack. But I am looking forward to Salsa Fest because just to get the salsas in there, because that they're going to put out some good stuff. Like you said, it's been a couple of years because of COVID. Shake your fist at COVID, right?
Right.
And so it's going to be a lot of fun to get all the salsas that will be back in, and these are going to be some amazing creations. Just the atmosphere that you're going to have when you come out here. And like I said, if you've been to any of the events down here at the Amador, Jennifer, and I have a feeling you have
A little.
you know how much fun it could be. And I encourage everybody to come out. Like you said, you're starting at noon on Sunday.
Gates open at noon.
Mhm.
We'll have around, like I said, 10 salsa competitors, and we really worked with this on a Sunday, so it was something for everyone in our community to do on a weekend. Come down for the Amador, come down and support our Downtown Las Cruces partnership. Again, I always like to repeat, we are 501c3. We survive on donations and sponsorships. Tickets are still available, but they are going fast. So you can go onto our Facebook page or on our website, downtownlascruces.org, and pick up some tickets. We still have some VIP tables available. And we have some giveaways right here. Dun.
I'll tell you what, we're going to be here at least until about 7 o'clock. Yeah, we're going to stretch it that long. You watch. But we're going to be here till about 7 o'clock or until I'm ready to go home, one or the other. So just come on down here and see me. And if you want some tickets to go check out the Salsa Fest this Sunday, just stop on by. We are out on the patio right behind the Broken Spoke. And obviously you're going to see us because we got all my stuff set up here. You can't miss us. You really can't. Come by, say hi. And we've got some really cool giveaways for you. We have some Salsa Fest tickets right here. And maybe some other goodies. We'll see what's there. You can't have my fries, though. I'm just kidding. You want some of my fries? No, okay. But yeah, stop on by and we'll hook you up with those Salsa Fest tickets for this Sunday. Like I said, I encourage everybody to come out to help support the downtown Las Cruces Park. And let's be honest, just to have a good time.
It's going to be beautiful weather. I think it's going to be high of 89.
High in the upper 80s, sunny skies. It's going to be nice. I don't think they're looking at any afternoon showers or anything else like that.
Should be beautiful.
But honestly, even if that does come, it's going to be nice and cool in the evening too. So it's going to be pretty awesome.
Night for an event for Las Cruces.
A perfect night to talk to your gastrointestinal system possibly afterwards. That's what. No, I'm not in a good way. In a good way. Come on, we punish ourselves with our hot salsas and our hot sauces and everything. We do that. I know. I don't even like hot sauces, and I'll try them out a little bit. So
well, I don't know. We might have to take back your New Mexican card.
I say there's just a few things that unfortunately were taken away from me by my doctors.
Okay.
So I used to say it was tamales, tortillas, and tequila.
Oof.
And 2 out of 3 I'm done with, and maybe I'll sneak in a tamale every now and then when they're not looking, when my doctor's not paying attention. So
you got the triple T taken away.
Yeah, I got the triple T taken away.
We'll be offering the salsa triple threat this weekend.
So. There you go. See,
nice.
See, I'm covered. Don't worry about me. I'm good. My mom's happy right now. But yeah, so come on out. Salsa Fest is going to be a whole lot of fun, and then of course. You've got a bunch of other things that are going to be coming up here pretty soon too, Max.
Yeah, here a few weeks after that, we're going to be featuring another big weekend. It seems like they keep coming, every couple of weeks. But we have the Live and Let Die Paul McCartney tribute show with former Las Cruces symphony conductor Lonnie Klein. We'll be doing that event. That one's going to be on October 6th. Which is a Thursday.
It is a Thursday night. I am looking forward to that. I'm a big Paul McCartney fan.
Yeah.
And a big Lonnie Klein fan. I loved it when he was at NMSU. And, he's a great conductor. So I'm really looking forward. And I think we talked about this a little bit last week. If you go online and you look up the guy,
it's amazing.
It's amazing. He looks like Paul. He sounds like Paul.
I didn't know. I couldn't tell the difference at first. Tony Kishman.
Tony Kishman.
Out of Arizona. And then he's got a really, really good band put together. And then of course we'll have about a 20 to 25 piece pops orchestra band with it. We'll have the big screen TV back out again. It's all kind of woven in with the show, and tickets are still available. Come on and get them. We have them at amadorlive.com, and we have general admission seating on the lawn, or you can still look for a table. We still have table reservations available on the Amador patio.
Yeah. I would say get a bunch of friends together.
Yeah.
Come out and grab a table, because that's what you're doing. You're going to enjoy a great show with your friends.
With that big Jumbotron, every seat is great.
Yeah, it really is. It really is out here on the patio. And that's going to be October 6th. And then, of course, you got Bone Thugs coming in.
Bone Thugs and Harmony that very next night.
Jennifer got all excited.
I'm going to be really
Don't worry,
my high school years.
I didn't have the camera on you because I'm showing the website right now, but
I'm all about that. I'm reliving high school.
Reliving high school.
That's going to be a good one. And that one, again, general admission is still available. The table's all sold out pretty early, and we had a pretty good hit on general admission, but you can still buy online, and I would, because the walk up is going to be
going to be insane. Yeah. So if you're waiting for the last minute, you wouldn't wait. I wouldn't wait too long to go ahead and get tickets. Go ahead and make sure that you're out and ready for that show. And of course, every weekend you've got other DJs coming in. You've got other events coming on. So it's never
several things. Yeah.
It's never a dull night here out on the Amador patio.
Yeah. We have Zaki this weekend. Country. He's going to be on the main stage. We'll put the dance floor down. So we're going to put that down on Saturday night. Have some fun with that, and then we'll have it all ready to go for Sunday at noon for the Salsa Fest.
Oh, you're excited.
I'm really excited. We put a lot of time and effort into this, and again, it's something to help. Everything that we as DLCP does is really about bringing people to downtown and helping make sure everyone knows what downtown has to offer. And so this is one of our exciting events that we do. Again, we also do Zombie Walk, which will be coming up in October, and Chili Drop, that's New Year's Eve. And so all these events are a really big deal to downtown and the people that they bring back into our community.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, it's been a couple of years since Salsa Fest. So we are definitely looking forward to getting out there and trying salsa. And I know a couple of people over here. I see Jackie walked in with her husband, Jim. Jim's a big hot sauce fan. He's a big, yeah. So I know he's probably looking forward to checking out a few of those. So that'll be a whole lot of fun. So it's going to be one of those things where it's just going to be great to come out as a community event, support the Downtown Las Cruces Partnership, and have a good time, and maybe find a few salsas you're going to take home.
Yeah, absolutely. There will be stuff for sale. Again, we have our vendors coming. We have the food trucks. We have a little bit of everything for everybody.
Absolutely. So right now, though, I think we're ready to move on to some special guests that we have here today. Were you introduced, Max, already?
Which ones? To
Cash and Woody?
Yeah, we chatted for a minute right before we came on. So
yeah. So Cash and Woody, they're going to be some new voices that are coming into town, and we're going to bring them in, give them a big welcome. They came into town, and I think they've been eating nonstop between Joey and Jackie and everybody else. So they have been taking them around to just about every restaurant possible that they can get to. And then they said, okay, tonight, Amador Live, come over and check the whole thing out. And so we're going to be welcoming in them pretty big. But
that's how you have a good time.
Absolutely. So thanks for stopping by, Jennifer.
Thanks for having me.
Once again, Salsa Fest this Sunday at noon. Come out, enjoy the event, get your tickets. I've got some tickets right here. If you want to stop by, just come see me at the table, and we'll set you up with those as well. So, and that's going to be a whole lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Hey, guys.
All right, here we go, guys.
You ready?
Straight out.
You ready? Let's come on. Let's come over here now. Now, normally this is a sports podcast, and we're going to talk maybe a little bit of sports here as well. Here, you know what? I'll just do this. You guys are professionals. Come on over here.
All right.
I'll just move this in over here. There we go. And
thank you, sir.
Here we have, I believe this is going to be our new morning show.
Yes.
Classic Rock 98.7, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, that's right. And it is Woody and Buzz. No.
Yeah. You can call me whatever. I'll answer to anything.
To the morning show and beyond.
Yeah, to the morning show and beyond. No. We have Cash and Woody here, and Cash and Woody are going to be our new morning show on Classic Rock 98.7. And I know you've been in town for a couple of days already. How you enjoying it?
Oh, love it.
First of all, I didn't know I was going to eat this much, and I didn't know I was going to eat this good.
And can I say, the folks in Cruces are the nicest folks I think we have ever run into.
Truly. I mean, we have everywhere we go. We met a guy this morning over off the Loman Corner Bakery.
Yeah.
And we were having some food over there, and just the nice people. We ended up started talking to him because we noticed him across the way. And when he first came in the door, he was just real muscular and everything. And I was like, if something goes down, we're on his side.
Yeah. Because, something's always going to go down at the Corner Bakery, man. You got to be ready. You got to be prepared because that's a rough spot. Man.
But he looked like Jason Aldean, the country singer.
Yeah.
If he had worked out.
And I can tell you one thing, Gino, I think we are very close to earning our master's degree in Chili's.
Yes, we took a little trip over to Hatch today.
Oh, did you?
Yes, sir.
Man,
yes.
Did you make it to Hatch?
Yes,
we
did.
Right.
Yes,
yeah,
we did. What a cool little town that was.
Did you get some fresh chilies?
We did.
We saw them. Actually, got to see the art of roasting chilies.
I'm going to tell you this right now, that there is a certain time of the year when you are driving around and all of the supermarkets have their roasters out.
Yeah.
And everybody's buying their bags of Hatch chili. And that smell that you get just kind of comes around. You drive around the corner, your windows are down, you're going like, I think I need to get some chili.
Well, that's what hit us.
That's kind of what it was. Yeah. We were riding with the windows up because it was, obviously it was 90-something degrees. But as soon as we parked, you open the door and it just wafts into the vehicle. And
you go,
smell.
What is that?
Yeah.
So good.
And then you got to go, I want to put it on a cheeseburger.
Now,
yes.
Is it me?
Chili cheeseburger.
Oh.
Is it me or is the smokers? I compared it to it's like a rotisserie for peppers.
Yes, it is. That's pretty much. Basically, your roaster consists of the metal grate with the holes in it. It's shaped in a drum. They put the propane underneath, and they just have that sucker turn and roast all the chilies in there. My grandma actually used to do hers in an oven. and roast those.
Oh,
on the
okay.
oven. But when it's outside like that, I think obviously they do it on purpose because, like I said, you get that smell.
Yes.
When you pull up into any place that's got a supermarket, they got the roasters out there. Like you said, you open the doors and you're like, remind me to pick up a bag of chili on the way out because I'm going to need some. And then you're going to sit there and you're going to wait for that to get roasted.
Well, the one thing too, the food has been incredible.
I have to tell you, the staff of the radio station with the Adams Radio Group family, you guys have done no less than keep our bellies full the whole time we've been here since Sunday, and looking forward to some more great stuff.
As speaking as a guy of a large stature,
big boys, like us.
Yeah, big boys. Yeah, I would say that you guys might have had a little practice.
This is the Ex Novo Oktoberfest. We just got
just in time for my October
By
birthday.
the way,
thank you,
met
Max.
Max, he likes to bring beer
Well,
samples.
I'm gonna shake Max's hand. Thank you,
Max. We are slowly becoming best friends. Thank you, sir.
All right.
I'll tell you what. Let me grab my root beer out here and we'll sample that one together.
All
There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Thank you, Max.
Salud. What do you think of that?
Delicious.
Oh,
Delicious.
wow.
I think we might have to go for a Big Daddy glass of that.
That's
You know, one thing I've noticed, Gino is big into sports. You work for the Aggies. You
do.
go on the road with them.
I do. Just got back from Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin had some cheese curds.
Yeah.
See, Cash and I both come from college towns.
Yeah.
He's a big college town guy. So am I. And I've noticed folks love their Aggies around here.
Absolutely. You know, here's the thing. We go through some tough spells where, you know, there's 120, 30 something Division I schools. We're not necessarily at the top.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think the closest we've gotten to the top is a trouncing we got from Alabama last year.
But
I will tell you that stadium was awesome. It was really awesome. I got to walk all over it last year. It was so much fun. But you know, I do support it. You know, when you come to a town like this, we've got, obviously, you notice we got the weather.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, we've got the beautiful weather, not too humid. You may have noticed that difference right there. We've got some great people right here. Like you said, some great food, great restaurants. The more people you meet, the more that this town grows on you. And you've got a Division I university right here. Division I basketball. We've been to the NCAA for the past few years. We went to the second round last year.
Right.
Very nice. That's
We've got Division I football. Once again, we've got Coach Jerry Kill.
Jerry Kill,
when you heard about that, you were really excited about that.
Fantastic,
I've been a
Coach.
fan of Jerry Kills for a long time. One thing I've been really impressed with, though, around here is how much folks are really dedicated to their high school football.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's really great.
Friday Night Lights ain't just for Texas, y'all.
Oh, heck no. Well, you heard about the Christmas-Mayfield rivalry. I'm
Right,
sure about that, yeah. Christmas-Mayfield was one of the biggest rivalries in the country. And this past Friday, they played. Christmas won, so they've won for the past 7 years.
Oh, wow.
But here's the thing right here that's really awesome. They're tied right now.
The rivalry
29,
wow.
29, and 1. There was one tie.
If we had gotten here just 2 days earlier than
you
our
would have been able
original
to, you would have been able to enjoy that game. And unfortunately, the Aggies were out of town, but you know, that's okay. But yeah, high school football, baseball year round is one of the things. We're going to have days like this in December. Okay, not necessarily the 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Just wanted to point that out.
So you're
but it's
saying
going to be like 75, 70 degrees in December.
So you're saying we could have a flip-flop Christmas?
You can have a flip-flop Christmas.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I like that.
Depends on how your foot care is, but yeah. You can.
Yeah, don't be bringing out the hammer toes. Right?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to. I'm a sneaker guy. I used to walk all over the place when I didn't have a car. I used to ride my bike. I rode my bike for 3 years. Didn't even ever use my car.
Wow.
And then I stopped, and you know, things happen. Like my cheese fries.
There you go. That's right.
Cool.
Man, I tell you, we really had a good time. And again, to reiterate what Cash said, just the welcoming nature of everybody who we've gone in. Usually we're with somebody from the radio stations and they introduce us and we get into these long conversations and get to know each other. And I feel like we've known everybody we've met. They just make us feel like we've known them and we've worked here forever.
And Gino, we want to thank you for being so welcoming. I mean, we've met you and hung out with you, and we feel like we've been buddies for forever. I mean, it's just like, you know,
No. Stop. Stop.
We
stop.
strive to be the radio legends.
The
that
man,
you
the myth,
are.
the legend that is Gino
Gino
Aragon.
Aragon.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Right. I saw you tell Joey Hernandez that just about 20 minutes ago. So
I said mythless.
that's a myth.
Yes.
It's a myth. Okay.
Yes.
That was better.
Don't tell
But
him I
yeah,
said
but
that.
before we, I was going to say
Love you,
before we
Joey.
get too deep, but it's already too late. It is a sports podcast.
Yes.
So got to ask you a little bit about sports.
Sure.
Okay. You guys said you grew up in college towns.
I grew up right outside of Columbus, Ohio. I grew up 20 minutes away from the Horseshoe, Ohio
Ah.
Stadium.
There you go. So
Yeah.
Cleveland Browns fan.
Oh, gosh, yes. I'm sorry. Pray for me, please.
Yeah, that's okay. It happens.
Yeah.
I'm a 49ers fan for the longest time. We said, here's the great thing about being a fan of a team that is not doing well. Your merchandise is usually on the clearance rack.
It's
Get
easy to
great
buy.
prices. Great
Absolutely,
prices.
you do.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
How about yourself?
I grew up in Tallahassee, Florida, over in the Panhandle of Florida. That is the capital of the state and home to Florida State University.
Oh, in the armpit.
Yeah, no, that's Gainesville.
Oh, that's good.
That's where the Gators are at.
I've been to Gainesville, one of the most humid places I have ever
Yes.
been.
Your sweat
On the
was
floor.
sweating.
My sweat was sweating. I walked up 3 steps. I think somewhere in the press box up there, there are 3 steps to get into the last part of the press box. I
Somebody
walked
had
up
to go
those
get a
and-
defibrillator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Now I understand why everybody in the South walks around with like a handkerchief or a towel. They're
Oh.
like,
Oh yeah, you got to have a sweat rag if you live in Florida.
Keep one permanently in my bag now, just because of that night, just because of that day. But are you a big fan of sports?
Sports and music that's the things that I live for. I mean, I couldn't be in a band and make it,
Yeah.
doing that. So I was like, well, if I can't be in a band and travel all over the place, I'll play people's music who get to do that. And so that's why I got into radio.
Okay, everybody raise their hand that felt the same way.
Yep, right here.
All right, bass player.
Drummer.
No, I just listen to the music.
He plays the radio.
I'm a wannabe musician.
He plays
That's
the
it.
radio, but he's really good. He can get that 98.7
Yeah.
right
There
there.
you
Yeah,
go.
right.
Shameless plug. I like
To
it.
perfection.
And also 103.9, 103.1, and 104.5.
Absolutely. You got that right.
Yeah, check
AM,
all
AM
of them out.
570. Yeah, you check them all out.
You can find Gino on all of them.
Almost all of them.
Yes.
Almost all of them. But that's just because I enjoy what I do. But it's the same thing, I thought I was going to be a rock star when I was growing up. Sometimes I still think I do. But,
Now, since you did it with your hand, I'm not going to make fun. Had you just done it,
Yeah.
like that, I would have called you Justin Bieber.
no, how dare you? How dare you?
That is blasphemous to call
Blasphemous.
Gino something like that.
Nah. Actually, the sad thing is that I hear some songs on the radio sometimes, like Jackie and Joey will be playing something. Well, I'm like, man, that's a pretty good song. That's pretty nice. And they go, yeah, that's a new Justin Bieber song. And I
And
went
you
like,
go,
I'm not feeling well.
yeah,
Yeah,
dump,
not feeling
dump me
well.
in water and wash me
It's
off.
like I don't want to like him, but dang, that's
Yeah.
catchy.
Yeah.
But as long as I don't realize it's him, we're good.
Yep,
We're
absolutely.
good on that one. Yeah, we're good. Now, but that was the same thing for me. I thought I was going to be a rock star. I actually moved to Phoenix, Arizona with a friend of mine. Early 1990s, music scene was pretty good up there, and obviously that worked out well. I am now currently a rock star in my mind. And
Legend in your own mind.
a legend in my own mind. If I will say this, there are people at the radio station, particularly most of my morning show counterparts,
Right.
that are very glad that there are soundproof studios in there because I will be singing along to my Jason Aldeans and my Luke Bryans.
So sometimes
And
you just
but-
let her rip.
I will let her rip and I will catch that. Sunday mornings, I do what we call kickback country Sunday morning. 6 hours of
Best
classic
kind of
country.
The best country out.
So
Country.
we got some Waylon, we got some Haggard, we got all that other stuff on there. And
The
I
Mount
will go in
Rushmores
there.
of country.
Exactly. I will go there and there's nobody else in the studios but me on a Sunday morning because I come in on Sunday morning to get that done. And I will be singing along to that. And here, I'm going to tell you this right now.
That's his Gino's Got Talent audition.
Yes.
See these things right here?
Yes.
Noise canceling headphones are a curse in some ways because when you have the noise canceling headphones on, you can't tell when somebody walks into the building.
So what you're saying is you put those on because you can't even stand to listen to yourself sing, right?
No, I put those on there. I put those on there because I have the mic and pretty much audition singing along to everything. So I want to hear myself. But
Do it.
the problem is that just like a convertible car, if you have the top down, people
Right.
can hear you. When you have your noise canceling headphones on and you're singing away thinking you're fine, people outside of your headphones can hear you. That is the scary thing about that. Lindsay, of course, you know Lindsay. Yeah, you guys were boss lady. She come in on a Sunday morning, and I'm singing away. I had no idea she was there.
How long did she take?
I think she was there for 30 minutes. She didn't come in and say anything. I think she may have looked at me or tried to say hi, and I was into it, and so it happened to me on occasion that I've done that.
Wow.
How many times have you accidentally sung to a song with the mic open on accident?
I've never accidentally sung.
Oh, you did it on purpose?
No.
We had some
I
not
accidentally-
suitable for
I
work.
did some not suitable words
Oh.
with the mic open.
It's happened.
Yes.
We're not gonna lie.
Oh no, I did that one time with singing away to a song, and you turn away from the mic, you're singing, you're doing your stuff. I turned over to the mic, heard my voice loud and clear with the headphones on. I went, oh,
You bumped the button.
I actually did that doing high school football play-by-play.
ah,
So yeah, now I didn't do that very much long.
I bet
That was his
It was,
first
it
and
was a
last
short
game.
play-by-play career.
it was short play-by-play
Yeah.
career. Yeah. Well, yeah. So just to go ahead, we did our sports thing, so it counts now as a sports podcast. But Cashin, what are you going to be on in the morning, 6 to 10, right here on 98.7 Classic Rock. So if you guys want to wake up in the morning, get yourselves going, get yourselves ready, Cash and Woody are going to be the guys that are going to go ahead and get that done for you. So make sure that you guys are tuning in for that starting on Monday.
We're already on.
You're already on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
we started yesterday.
I was too
But
busy.
you're busy.
I was too busy singing away.
Yeah, that's right. You were too busy singing Waylon.
No wonder you guys were in the radio station yesterday morning.
So they might see us driving around in the classic,
Classic Rock band,
98.7
yeah, you've been-
FJ there.
Yeah, you've been driving around in that for a while there, so that's
We're
gonna be a
learning
whole
the
lot of fun.
town. We're checking everything out. We're seeing
Absolutely.
the sights.
I came to offer to share.
Oh, look, Sandra, one of our salespeople,
Yes.
came to offer. Looks
She
like we
brought
got
free
some
food.
fish.
And we got to say thanks to you. Great lunch.
Yeah,
Pickle spears.
pickled spears.
Because she likes them. She had the chef prepare them especially for her because she doesn't like pickled chips.
Oh,
And she said, just tell them that Sandra wants the spears.
ah,
So apparently she knows people in the back and she's got pull here.
yeah. So that would be pickled spears. Yeah, are they? They are. If you like pickles, I don't like pickles.
Oh, come on, Gino. Spread
I'm
your
not a pickle
wings,
fan.
buddy.
I'm not a pickle fan. I like cucumbers, but the torture that you have to do to get a pickle out of those cucumbers is just unreasonable.
Save the cucumbers.
It's no
We're
reasonable.
going to start a change.org petition to save the cucumbers.
Save the cucumbers. Oh, what, Mike Kelly? Are you drowning your sorrows?
He's just living life.
We look forward to hearing you guys
Thanks,
every
Gino.
morning.
Appreciate it, buddy.
It's
Thank
glad,
you.
Glad to have you on board right
Hey,
there.
as we
Thanks a
always
lot.
say when we end the show, Gino, we love you.
Oh, and I love you too. And not in a good way. In a good kind of mutual, a platonic type of way. Absolutely.
Here, we'll put him in the hot seat.
We're
Put him in the hot seat
We're
when
gonna
he
put him
gets
in the
in.
hot seat. We're gonna put him in the hot seat right now.
This one's for you.
This,
This
no.
one's for you.
This one's right for you right here.
I got to stand.
I
next to you.
want you to sit right here, right and center, because I gotta get my screen ready here, because I love that little trick that you showed me last week. Here. Do you need your phone?
I'm gonna just set it down.
Okay, there you go. All right, now
I'm as good at this as I am fantasy football.
let me see that for a second. Okay. Why'd you mute it, Kelly? Why'd you mute it?
I
Well, you did say you were as good as this as you are at fantasy football.
Yeah.
So
so yeah. Let's
Let's
open it up.
recap. Let's recap.
Let's go through
let's
this.
Take
Okay.
a look at it and
All
let's see here.
all right.
So
So I'm
Um,
gonna bring it up on screen right now. Okay. This is what you showed me last week. This little thing that shows you how you can change position from week to week and where you started off.
Oh yeah, you were showing this to me.
Yeah, and this
It
right here you
changed a
can see.
little.
Here you can see.
One, two,
I believe we got two more
three,
lines right
4,
here.
5.
Yeah. There you are right there. Look, Max, you went up.
Yeah.
You went up from 12 to 9.
I'm like a tortoise.
Yeah, slowly but surely you shall get up there.
See, I'm not in last. I'm not
Oh
in
yeah,
last.
yeah. And here we go. Kelly's the fourth.
Mhm.
You were fourth. Went down to 11, but you're not in last. You're not in last. We'll save that one for bye week.
Bye week is having what we would refer to as a bye week.
Absolutely. I don't think he showed up this weekend at all.
So
I'm kind of hoping he doesn't show up next week.
What I would like to point out is,
Uh-huh.
is listen, I clearly didn't have a great week.
No.
But I did, unfortunately, go up against the team that scored the most points in the league.
Yes.
So I scored more points than 5 teams.
Yes.
That's almost half of the league.
Mhm.
If
That
I
is
would have
pretty
played
much.
them, I would have won.
You would
It
have
was high school.
If the team that I played would have played any of you guys, he would have busted you guys
I'm
up.
going to bring up the scoreboard for this
Go to the
past week.
scoreboard.
We come
So-
and then we're looking at week 2.
Week 2.
Week 2. Yeah, and it's early. It's only week 2.
I played JR.
Yeah, you
and
played
JR. Look, he had Lamar Jackson and Tyreek Hill, and
Mhm.
Lamar scored 42 points, and Tyreek Hill scored 42 points. When
That's,
you get 84 points from 2 players, I'm going to be honest with you. I like your chances.
yeah.
I like your chances.
There's a pretty good shot that you're going to win on that one.
There
for
is.
sure.
And so
sure.
to me, it was a juggernaut situation that I just, you know what, man, what can you do? What can you do?
Well, that's okay.
So,
Like you
Max-
said, it was pretty interesting. You actually scored
107. Not
107 points.
not a great week.
You actually
not a great
scored
week.
more points than Laces Out, which is Lindsay.
Yep.
So you would have beat her by like 7 points.
Yep,
And
the
she
team
won her
and
game.
She won.
Yeah.
And then bye week actually
Bye week.
won.
By 4 points?
Yeah. And I scored more than both of them.
Yeah.
So sometimes there is a little luck in, and
sometimes it's a matchup. Lance, yeah.
bartender inside right now slinging drinks. There's
Yeah.
a happy hour margarita on the menu.
Yep.
Oh, is
It's
there?
delightful.
Yes. Yeah.
And
It's really good on Tuesdays after Monday's results too.
Yeah.
it probably not going to stop.
After all the results finalized on Tuesday morning, because I know that they wait for
There's
that.
even a shrimp cocktail,
That's
Oh,
right.
is there? Yeah.
and it is fantastic.
Those have been sitting out for a while, so they're a little bit on the
Cool.
cool side, Max. And then I would also like to note that the Ed Pistol Pete's, right here, Pistol Pete's posse also had another drop from his first week performance.
Uh-oh.
Because he scored
I mean,
a lot of points last
100
week.
100. See, Max played the team that beat me last week.
Uh-huh.
Sean
Mhm.
Brownfield,
We're still trying to figure
Yeah.
out how Max
Cabinet-
is winning.
cabinet guy extraordinaire.
I start all kickers.
I'm gonna. Well, they're
That's
on
good
your
that-
bench,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how he's winning. Josh Allen pick's looking real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
It's
a
coming
good one.
together.
That was a
Kind
good
of
one.
kind of a game changer. But
Yeah.
I mean, the Drake London showed like he didn't play very well last week, and Mark Andrews didn't play very well last week,
Mhm.
and
Hey,
boom, you're in.
I know somebody that give you a trade, Josh Allen for Trey Lance. Are you up for that one?
I'm gonna probably put him out on the market this next week and see what happens.
Shopping.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what happens.
see what happens.
See what happens.
So-
All right.
There's a couple on there where the projections and the little news clippings are like, it's his week. It's
So-
going to be great.
so
And I'm like, I
funny-
don't think so.
Here's
Funny
the thing
story.
about the projections that they have right there. The projections never pan out on there.
Ever.
If my players should do better than what they're projected to do, that's what I'm looking for. And unfortunately, only one of my players has really performed consistently under his projections, and almost would have got a suspension if he would have started fighting this weekend. That was Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And I picked him because I knew he would get some yards and he would get some scores.
He,
but
he
hasn't.
doesn't look good.
He hasn't
He doesn't
performed
look
yet.
Well, I mean, in real life, he doesn't look good because his face is super skinny and weird.
Yeah.
And then on the football field, he doesn't look good. So
Yeah.
it's a combination.
He's
So
got the
I just
skeleton.
Do
That's
you
what
think
I
it has anything to do
need-
with Giselle?
I need to point one last thing out.
Okay, one last thing for this past
Week
week.
one,
Mhm.
who do you think played the team that scored the most points that week?
No.
100%.
Yeah.
Really? It's
100
like,
he scored 171 against me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he almost
And
doubled,
then in
he
week
doubled you
two-
up almost.
In week two, he scored. I mean, 125 is still a good week. Like,
Yeah.
that is above middle of the pack. But yeah, he put 171 on me last week. And I'm telling you, right now, there's a lot of bad luck.
Mhm.
But I'm going to stay the course.
looks like it's going to
You
be an
know what?
uphill battle for you.
You know,
Well, here's the thing.
it's early in the season.
It's week 2,
Mhm.
and just all I can do is move on to week 3.
I have a bit of advice for next week.
Start
For
studying
you,
for the
for
ACT,
you.
for the SAT.
Start Dak. Just start Dak.
Do you know who my starting quarterback was?
Who was it?
Dak. That's who I drafted.
Oh, well, leave him on.
So,
leave him on.
So
Don't
week,
leave him on. Don't
Yeah.
leave him on.
So week 1, Dak Prescott was my starting quarterback and then got hurt. So there's a 4-pointer,
Yeah.
Like I said,
You don't see that very often.
Ah.
It
pretty low.
just in all seriousness,
Well,
it's been a comedy of error. It's if this really were something that would like life-changing, I would really be depressed.
I don't
But
know.
this is actually kind of funny.
I don't know. Your parents
Because-
talk about the importance of SAT scores.
Yeah,
so
you're
it
gonna
could
have to
be
take
life
that.
changing.
Well,
Skip that.
I'm also pretty. Not only
Studious.
am I arrogant about how good I am at fantasy football, I'm also pretty sure that I'll be okay on that.
You realize they changed the whole test though since you took it.
Good.
You have to do you
They
have to
probably
do new
dumb it
math.
down for kids these days.
It's all about the new math now. Which is bad because I was bad at old math too.
I'll be all right.
You'll be all right?
And if the thing that I'll really enjoy is if by chance, if it is me or you that finished last, the one thing that I can guarantee is that we will actually do it and we will video document it to
Mhm.
make it really funny.
Yeah.
So I'm fine. If
We
anyone
will,
had
we
to
will
fall
have that video on there.
on that grenade, I'm fine with it being me. But I'm just gonna tell you, I'll be all right. It's
Take 2 pencils.
number 2.
Number
Yeah.
2.
I'm
No,
ready now.
Take 2 number 1 pencils.
Spit in their face and
Take 2 number 1 pencils and you'll be fine.
No number 3s.
No number 3s. Yeah, no, don't ever take number 3s.
So it's been a funny week. I'm headed. Who do I got? Let's see here. Week 3. What do we got?
I don't know. Let's
Let's
see.
see here.
I'll
I
pull
get
up
one of
the
your
scoreboard.
bartenders, Justin Walkie. Right now, he is projected to kick my butt. Good to know.
Yeah, he's something else on this stuff.
Oh, dude, you're just following right behind me. If you get the team that beat me and scored 176. So if
Are we going? Is this going like a? We're just shifting to play each.
yeah,
play,
I
right?
actually
So,
have
yeah.
the schedule. I didn't mess. I put the teams in the league and I just let the schedule be the schedule.
I'm thinking that we need a side bet going.
Uh-oh.
So
Uh-oh.
if
See how many?
You don't even know what it is. You just said I'm in.
I'm in.
yeah, if Kelly
You're 2-0. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
if Kelly doesn't
I know.
win, it's
Cup. That's what's
it's
got me going.
If I don't beat Walkie,
if he doesn't beat oh man, that's a tough one.
I
But
know that's what I'm saying.
I'm thinking he's got to get into the ice beer tub out on the lawn. We'll film it next Tuesday. He's got to get out, stay in there.
I'm in.
Oh,
And-
man.
He's got to stay in there.
Live.
Yeah, he's got to get into the beer tub full of ice water,
Fair enough. I'm in.
and he has to stay in until he can recite the alphabet backwards
Oh,
without
no.
a mistake.
That's hard. That's hard.
I'll just do it forward.
And just watch for Lamento P. Anyway, actually, I am surprised because I didn't think I was going to do that well, but I have gotten lucky to score more points right now. Cooper Cup is keeping me in it for sure.
Cooper is allegedly killing it for you.
Yep, that's right. Cup is definitely keeping me in there. Also, I'm considering my quarterback change right now, and I think if I could pick somebody up on the waiver wire here, I can get one of the 3 tight ends that I have that I don't need, and probably show up my flex position right now too. But as long as, like I said, as long as my players can do better than what they're projected right now, then we're good. And Cup has been overshooting his projections by at least 10 points.
Yeah,
every
he's
game.
been killing it.
And because he's the number 1 receiver, he's going to get his touches. And barring injuries, which I've already set back a few people in our league, you included, we'll be okay on that one. And like I said, I'm making a play for a couple people on the wire that I might be able to show up my flex position and maybe move around a couple of my wide receivers. And I will hopefully getting about 120 points a week.
I'm
and I'll be
definitely
good.
going to invest.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to work the wire a little bit. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it exactly, but let's see here. I'm going to save that. I'm just adjusting. Let's see who's out there right now
Not much.
that seems interesting.
It's slim pickings.
Yeah, it's pretty slim.
At the running back position, there's arguably nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You got a couple of wide.
Mark Ingram, he didn't. It wasn't horrible, man.
But he's got to be consistent, which is
I
this
know,
is one of the reasons
well,
that
no,
I don't start looking at the
but see,
wire
here-
until
here-
like 2-3 weeks.
Here's the thing though. It all depends on if Alvin Kamara is out. If Kamara plays, Ingram's not the guy that you really like. He's not the guy that you're going to invest in. But he has a clear path to a starting job if the starting running back's out.
By the way, I want to remind everybody watching right now that if you are playing fantasy football, this man has not won a game yet this year, so watch out for
Correct.
any advice. That
So
you
what
might
I
get from him.
what I recommend
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure, yeah.
Whatever I say, do the opposite.
Do the opposite.
Yeah.
So
Look at it that
once
way.
again, you said you're starting Dak this week.
I am
Yes,
definitely starting Dak this week.
That's it. That's good.
There's some receivers that could have some value here.
There's a few that
I could
have
see
a
this.
good flex option right there.
Um,
And if I can show up my flex position, I'm good.
Aguilar from New England had 9 let's see here. He had 6 catches for 110 yards and a touchdown last week.
I was about to go over to see who was left over, and then I realized that would show everybody my pending moves, and I'm not ready to do that right now. So
I mean that's a pretty salty little day right there.
So after 2 weeks, NFC team that's going to go the distance. To me, that's really confusing on the NFC side.
I don't know.
I think right now the team that you could at least say probably made the biggest statement this weekend in the NFC, the Eagles.
Yeah.
I mean, Monday night just kicking the crud out of, not that Minnesota is all that great, but Minnesota beat Green Bay week 1.
Yeah.
And the Eagles came out and handled them.
You know how
And so
Rodgers
Eagles
is though. He always likes to throw that first game just to throw everybody off.
I think it's just the ayahuasca talking.
Could be. Could be.
It's a possibility.
Rashad Perryman had an okay week. 5 targets, 3 receptions, 45 yards, and a touchdown. Not the worst.
Not the worst.
But yeah, the wide, like I said, the wide receiver room is a little thin. It's a little thin.
Well, I heard Federer retired from tennis. Maybe you could throw him on there.
He's a free agent tight end.
Cool.
He might be. He might. He can get to the ball, but can he catch it? He's used to smacking them away. So I don't know if that would be a good thing right there. Maybe he'd be a pretty good defensive player,
Yeah.
He can get to the
He get
ball
on
and
the
just
line, yeah.
knock it down. That way,
Oh my God.
nobody ever
He
catch
get
a ball
torn.
on him.
Once
Yeah.
again, it's a long season.
Yeah.
It's a marathon.
It is a long season.
Those aren't fun either.
No.
Okay.
What in life?
How
actually
okay?
is?
How about this one? What do you guys think of the Niners and Garoppolo now having to step in there because of Trey? Now, see, I'm a 49ers fan, and I wanted them to sign G and keep him and kind of roll with it just because.
I think what it does, I think with Lance, I think your ceiling is here,
Yeah.
but your floor is way down here.
Mhm.
I think with Garoppolo, your ceiling's here and your floor is here. And it's
Yeah.
just, you know what you're going to get, and it's just enough to be really good.
But
Is it enough to be great?
I think Jimmy's going to be moving by next year. That's what I think.
oh yeah, he'll be moving.
Yeah.
He'll be moving
this
for sure.
helps him a lot.
He will be moving. This will help him, find a good place.
He's a
to
handsome
move.
lad. I will tell you
Yeah.
that much.
And I will say this:
Good looking chap.
A lot
I'll
of
say this
shaving
as well.
commercials.
like you said, you know exactly what he's going to do. So he's going to be consistent on there.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying he's not going to get a ton of yards, but he's going to get those passes and he's going to get those short catches, and that's the way that they run it. And if
And
the
a lot of
running
press
game,
conferences.
and a lot of press conferences. And once the running game gets going, I'm looking forward to the season.
Well,
But I
really-
am biased
I-
because I am a 49ers
I
fan.
really need that run. I picked up on the waiver wire
I saw that.
Jeff Wilson, and I really need that running game to actually start running because so far not the best.
Well, now that you've got Garoppolo,
I hope so. Listen, I'll be rooting.
You can get the Arizona
Well-
quarterback, watch him run for his life again.
that'll be
Good
fun.
Lord.
Someone put that last play to Benny Hill music, and you've never seen something more perfect in your
I
life.
think that would be hilarious.
It's that last play.
That was nuts.
It's so
That
good.
was it.
I know Scott's a diehard Raiders fan,
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
and
I didn't like it any better.
it was one of those. It's an ending to a game where I didn't even reach out to him and go, "Hey, man," I was just like, "Nope,
Not going near that one.
Nope, not even going to say sorry. Just literally, I'll see you when I see you."
Well, he was busy this weekend, so I know that. But no, like you said, it's early. We got plenty of season left to go. There's a lot of things that could happen. Like I said, I have always done fairly well in the first part of the season, but then that injury bug starts to hit me, and then there's nothing left on the waiver wire. You just got to start plugging players in there to try and make do, and that's where I usually crash and burn. So far, so good. But I'm gonna tell you, this Cup goes down, and I'm done. I think because the Cooper Cup is like keeping me alive in most of the scoring right there. But if Cup goes down, I'm done. But if I can avoid injuries, I'll be okay. And one thing I did notice, because we have our East and West division, right? Okay, because I'll look at if our playoffs started today, who's going to play? And I notice we're not taking the top 2 from each division. We're taking just the top 4 overall. So you got to be in that top 4 to get to the playoffs.
The way the playoffs will work is we are going to have, and I'll double check, and I'll make sure it's set up like this. The 4 division winners get in automatically.
Yes.
Then we have 2 wild cards based on record. Okay. And then the last spot is of the teams that don't make the playoffs, of the 4 division winners and the 2 wild cards, of the 6 that are left, whoever has scored the most points, regardless of record, gets the 7th seed.
Okay.
Then the number 1 seed gets a bye. Mm-hmm. Then the number 2 seed picks who they play. So it adds a degree of be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
So the number 2 seed out of the 2 wild cards and the high point will pick. And trust me, if you want to watch a squirming moment, forcing the number 2 seed to pick who they play is really funny. Because more often than not, they don't want to play the team that last team.
Yeah, because they're the team that scored the most points.
They've scored a ton of points. It's one of those teams that's just been unlucky.
Yeah.
So it's a funny format. That still won't determine who the last place finisher is. You know, because even if you finish last, you might make the playoffs if you happen to be the highest scoring team not in. So it's a cool format. And even if you're not playing well at the end, you try to put your best team forward because you could sneak in points. So,
yeah. See, I'm having to adjust my fantasy philosophy here because most of the leagues I've been in have been PPY leagues, so points per yard. So if I get someone who gets a lot of yardage and immediately in my flex position, I'm looking at every returner that gets their hands on the ball to get those yards in there.
Yeah.
And that's not happening with this league because reception, right? So I'm having to adjust a little bit of my thinking right now, which is why I was looking at those wide receivers and that flex position. Because if I can show up that flex position, I'm going to be a happy camper, I think, for the next few weeks.
You know, the guy for me so far on my squad that has been the biggest disappointment is my tight Go Raiders.
That was random, Jennifer.
No, it wasn't.
Raiders
is my tight end who was I drafted him early. Kyle Pitts has literally had 2 catches and 19 yards in both games this season.
That's okay.
And that's kind of where you're going.
Yeah,
not my favorite.
Yeah, that's okay because I picked up Akers as my running back.
No, I know.
And he has done nothing.
I know.
Nothing.
No, I know.
He had 0 points week 1, and I think he got 4 points this last weekend. I think.
I'm.
Which defense was it that blocked that kick and ran it back? I can't remember who it was.
Oh.
Did the Eagles? I thought the Eagles did it last night, but then I thought at the very last second the holder tackled him.
I'm not sure who it was.
Yeah. And an old league I was in that was worth like 100 points or something. He was so rare. So blow your whole season.
Let me see here.
No, he got 8 points last week, but his average is 4 points.
I got Cleveland's defense, and they're at home versus Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh has been really bad. Pittsburgh is really bad. Is there a defense here? Let's see if there's a defense that would be. The Texans are in Chicago. Chicago's been bad.
Giants are playing
Dallas on Monday night.
That's not a bad one.
No,
I don't know.
That's not a bad one.
In New York.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna whip on
with man.
See,
I'll tell
I feel sorry for you
I'll tell
because
you
now
who
you're
I'm
looking
probably-
at getting players and looking at these positions week by week.
He's-
See who you might get lucky on,
Well,
and then if they have a
so
bad
rule
week,
number one with defenses, it's called streaming, and you stream defenses because you don't have
Don't
there's
do
a
that.
ton
I
of
don't think that's a
defenses
good
out
idea.
here. Oh, it's a great idea.
No, I
it's
don't think it's
literally
a good idea.
winning strategy.
is it
proven-
how's it working so
proven
far?
Win-
How's it working
You know
so far,
what?
Kelly?
If I come
You know?
back, if I lap you, you're never going to hear the end of it.
Mhm.
But it's just what you try to do is these are like the free space in bingo.
Yeah.
What you try to do is you try like they're never very rarely is a team going to give you like
It's more like
something
one of
crazy.
those games with the joystick where you drop the claw and try and see if you can get one. Yeah, that's
you know,
what I see.
But the claw just never grabs, and you,
yeah.
See
you
here.
think you're going to get there, and then it drops it, or it
So-
lands upside down in between the edge and the thing there.
So
there.
what
It's
if
just-
I told you that
Okay.
last week,
Okay,
if you would have picked up Jacksonville and played them against the Colts, they would have given you 18 points.
I had 19 on my defense.
San Francisco?
No, wait a minute. You're right. No, I did not. What did I
You
have?
might have. Who did you guys?
Yeah, I got 19. Got 19 on my defense.
And will you click on them? Click on their name.
Points.
Just-
Oh wait,
So
I got
then-
8.
Scroll down.
Scroll down.
Okay. Keep scrolling.
Go down.
One more.
One more.
Okay. You have 13.
13. I had 13. Okay.
Okay.
They've got 19 total because they had 6 the first week.
Yeah.
So they had 13.
So
Yeah, they tanked the
point
first week.
point being
Wait, wait.
is just that if I the Jaguars had 8, that's an incredible.
Did Max steal my microphone?
I'm pretty
I
sure.
hope he realizes that has some range on it.
So point being is that what you try to do
Uh-huh.
is you try these are like I would consider this stealing points. Is if you go through and you pick and you play the right defense that does something silly like this, and that's just a competitive advantage. So
Okay.
all I'm saying is that not many teams scored more than let's see here.
No, I was just wondering if you took off with the microphone. I'm going like, I hope Max knows that has some range on it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I went into heckle with his buddies.
Oh,
You
did
know, I
you?
was like, he's
Maybe
out.
you should have brought the
he's
mic
out-
in with you.
He's out there talking Keno numbers.
Forget it.
Hey,
Forget it.
look,
Not exactly
listen,
there.
I'm sorry that I'm
think-
I'm shedding light on a strategy that you. Oh my goodness, I never knew.
I think
You're
it's
welcome.
highly improbable that you'll lose 3 games in a row.
Yeah. You
Highly
might.
improbable. But you might
I
tie
mean,
one.
It's improbable, but not impossible. This is where the smack comes in, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, it's early in the season. We got plenty of games to go. You have your strategies. They've worked so far. You in a lot of your other leagues.
Clearly,
So
they've worked.
maybe they will be good for you here. The only time that I ever change out of defense is if I have a bye week and I know that I need the points absolutely, so I have to put somebody in there. In our league, I should ask you: if we have somebody on a bye week, do we have to plug that position?
Yeah.
You have.
Well,
to,
if you want to
if you
get
want the points,
if you want
exactly.
points.
If I feel like I'm going to need the points, and I'm going to plug that position, which means I have to drop my defense and then pick somebody else. But if I've got the number one defense and I drop that, and somebody else happens to pick them up on waivers, I'm just setting myself up for that. So I take that loss for that week, or just take a chance at.
You what I would say is it similar. Like, let me look at your line. Like, let me look at your roster.
That's my
So
roster
scroll
right
down.
here.
Yeah, scroll down to who's on your bench. Okay, so number one, the fact that you actually have Kenny Golladay on your roster is something to me that I can't wrap my mind around. Click on his name.
That is one of the ones that got picked up in the later rounds when I was
so
not
now
paying
scroll
attention.
down, scroll down. Let's go to the okay. So he has keep scroll or go up. Sorry, I did
Right
past
here.
it. So he has given you 2 catches for 22 yards
Yes.
and then 0 catches for 0 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I'm saying is, if you don't want to lose the Niners, drop Kenny Golladay and pick up a defense to replace. Like, use your.
Oh my goodness! I forgot the fact. See, in my old league,
Oh, and then
you
now
you could only get one defense. You couldn't
telling-
get 2
I
defenses.
got like 3.
So yeah, I just realized
He's
that.
got a little shop.
He's got a little shop.
for
I got
sale.
3.
See,
I
he's
got
just
3
rotating his
defenses and
defenses.
4
I
kickers.
love, I
Okay.
love the fact that I'm getting criticized for streaming defenses when
Yeah, but see, that's
I'm
why
just
he's
saying,
on the
like,
bench. That's why I haven't
I
played
know.
him.
I see.
And now you give me
I
now
see
there's like
two
two other
players.
players that I could get up on the waiver wire that I can get up in there.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's two guys on your bench that you like. I'm not sure that they should even be there. Noah Fant and Galladay shouldn't even. They should not be rostered.
Look at it. These two at the
They
bottom
should not
right
be
here
rostered.
because these are the two that I'm looking at dropping. And I'm looking at making some
Then
moves
you're
on
fine.
the wire.
You're fine. Welcome
So
back.
I'm not that much of a moron.
You know what? You say potato. I say potato.
It's the internet, so I can go ahead and get away with saying that. But
No, it's just you have opportunities, and if one of your players, if anyone on your team gets injured and they have an O next to their name, I also have an IR spot, so you can move them to the injured spot and pick up someone without losing them.
Exactly.
So, for example, I moved Dak Prescott
to the
who
IR.
broke his who knows what,
And
allegedly. I moved him to the IR spot and was able to pick someone
love
up.
that
and
smirk
that's
on
enough,
Max's face.
Kelly's fantasy football strategy is similar to a mechanic that literally like rides under the car driving down the street to find the noise. It all kind of blends together.
I'm just saying I'll go. Max, love isn't always on time.
But sometimes you have to hold the line.
Yeah.
You have to.
You have to hold the line.
That's what I'm telling you right now. This line is being held.
Yeah.
This just
don't give up. Don't give up.
I'm gonna, you realize this is the internet. These
I've
recordings are going to be here, and when we get to week 12, we may revisit this a little bit.
Yeah. You could do like a best of strategy.
I can do best of Kelly.
Yeah.
Amador Live Fantasy Football League, best of Kelly.
Why is Walkie so?
It'd be like a workshop.
Yeah, you could do. This is so Kelly Fantasy Football Strategies.
So Walkie's 2-0.
Brought to you by the Amador Live. How to get your name on a last place trophy.
100%.
100%. You got that.
All right, so I'm going up against Hurts, AJ. Man, that they've been.
I want to see. It's come to the time where we should end this, but I'm having too much fun.
He's all Philly.
Yeah. No,
listen,
everybody wants to
here's
make
the
sure
deal.
we get him all the way through.
Walkie has the starting quarterback from Philadelphia, starting wide receiver, and the starting tight end. Where he's been just doing mass that quarterback, and then he's got Jalen Waddle.
Yeah,
I might have
his bye week's gonna hurt him next.
I might have him in a good week. Yeah, his bye week. Whoever gets him
whoever gets him on their bye week is gonna be.
Gets him week 7.
Yeah,
good shape. Probably Max.
Yeah, he's gonna be in trouble.
There and just adjusted everything.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, if I was cheating, that's definitely when I would play him. But they're going up against Washington. So here's my thought. I'm probably in trouble because Washington has allowed everyone to score all the points.
They're still trying to get their head wrapped around that new name. That's why.
The Washington footballers.
They're not in total command.
I would have just kept it as a Washington football team.
It was actually kind of cool.
I actually like that. It was different. It's other,
I don't know.
Hey, what's your favorite football team? Football team.
I thought the obvious pivot and the coolest thing was to go Red Tails for
Red Tails would
have been good.
Airmen.
Yeah.
I was like that. You want to talk about doing something?
Oh, that would have been good. That would have been really good.
It's Red Tail. Like it's still syllabically when you're singing the song, it plays.
Yeah.
Hail to the red tail. I'm not saying.
Okay.
I'm not trying to solve all the world's problems, but one at a time.
Yeah.
I don't think tail works in a football team though. Tail.
And coin toss.
Well,
red tails never fails.
Yeah.
Well, it's true.
I'm just saying.
Oh, nicely done.
That was free. That was free.
Okay. Well, on that note, which is a good piece of advice that was not taken by the Washington.
Get a coin out there.
Formerly the football team. I don't know what you can say. And just remember
it's a mystery.
This fantasy football help brought to you by Kelly Ford, live from the Amador Live. Yep. Next week, we'll be talking about how Kelly just lost 3 games in a row. And we'll see how it goes, right?
Ice bucket challenge.
Bucket challenge. There you go.
$5 margaritas.
There you go. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Mesilla Valley News Sports Show. We are going to be back here next week, 6 o'clock, as always, right here on the patio of the Amador Live, right outside of the Broken Spoke. So until then, you guys enjoy your week, and we'll be talking sports next week. right here on Mesilla. I messed up the outro. Mesilla Valley News Sports.